And everybody loves Marta Miranda. She is here. Feliz Navidad.
Gracias, Dawn. Feliz Navidades para usted y para todos los que están mirando.
Oh, that's nice to the whole world. Did you just say that?
Everybody watching.
Boy. Yeah. Gracias, gracias. We are glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Center for Women and Children, they do so very much. We want to remember all the families and the women that are there during this time simply because the center, number one, is a very safe place.
Yes.
It is such a safe haven. Some of the women that are there in the center don't come out for a reason because they're sheltered there to keep them protected because the person that wronged them may still be around, not captured yet or whatever, and so they don't come out. So during this time, Christmas, they're not able to go out and join our program like Salvation Army Angel Tree or different things. So now we need to do for them to help their families for Christmas. How can we do that?
Well, it's first of all, thank you for having us here. It's always a very important opportunity for the community to know what we're doing. The Center for Women and Families provides lots of services, but one of them, which is really important that you mentioned, is our emergency shelter. Our clients and children are not only homeless during this holiday season, they're traumatized due to domestic violence or sexual assault. Many of them are not safe. That's why they are in emergency shelter. If they were safe, they would be in transitional housing or they would be in a non-residential program. So what's really important is this holiday season has a lot of pictures of normalcy. These are folks who really need to have the autonomy to be able to have some normalcy in their lives. So what we started a couple of years ago was to ask the community, instead of bringing gifts, if they can donate $25 cards to JCPenney's, Walmart, Target.
It can be our choice, just as long as it's a gift card.
Right, and $25 is that perfect number for each child. Each victim gets a $25 card and one for his or herself. For the families that are in shelter and also in non-residential. Then they can get online and do the shopping for themselves, which we take that for granted, that you can go to a store and buy something. They can't. So this is an opportunity for them to have empowerment, autonomy, an opportunity to celebrate the holidays and to have some choices about what they purchase. So we have a drive. Last year we need 1,000 $25 cards. We have about $4,500 of that. We need to come up with about 20,000 more to be able to reach 1,000. Our goal is 1,000 cards so that every client, every child has at least one $25 card this holiday season, and they can go ahead and purchase what they need. So we are incredibly excited about this program. The community has been really helpful. Cards can be dropped off at the center, 927 South 2nd Street, or go to the center online and we'll tell you how you can do that. We also have a shelter in Indiana. This will cover both our residential, non-residential, our Indiana, as well as our Kentucky children, families, and victims who are in shelter.
Now, just for anybody, man or woman out there, think about if your choices were taken away. You know, that's when we are like, oh, I mean, you just feel like you are confined and life is taken away when your choices are taken away. And then put fear on top of all of that. Then put depression maybe on top of all of that, and fear and everything else all on top of that, and a $25 gift card. How hard is that for some of us? And what a good thing it could be maybe for a Girl Scout troop or a Boy Scout troop or a church or something like that.
Yeah, we ask folks in your offices, in your book club, in your family, we don't need any more plastic stuff. Just ask somebody for $25 cards, bring him to the center. It is such an empowering opportunity. Folks who are with us have been not only terrorized and fear for their lives, they haven't had a lot of autonomy. So this is not only about Christmas, but it's about empowerment. So it provides an amazing opportunity, and most of us can afford at least one $25 card when we're buying the other gifts. So just please consider us this holiday season and help us create more empowerment and bring more survivors from victim to survivor so they can get out and change their lives.
All right. And this really affects us all. We've got about 30 seconds here, Marta, and I need folks to understand that domestic violence, it's just not her problem.
Right.
It is a community
Exactly.
problem.
Right, and you see a lot of things in the news, and that's usually when someone gets killed or a homicide, suicide, is when people pay attention. But it's every zip code, every language, every economic class. You know, we have men in shelter as well as women in shelter. Of course, the majority are women and the majority of offenders are men, but there are male victims. And we also do sexual assault, with a lot of folks do not understand that. We have folks who have been assaulted sexually, and we treat those as well.
Yeah, and at your sexual assault center, a woman who has been sexually assaulted can come in and they will get one-on-one attention and treatment, and then you all, after safely caring for them, will take them to a hospital.
They can actually have the sexual exam
done
right
there.
at the center.
Yeah.
If they need medical attention, that
you'll
gets
take them.
taken care of
Yeah.
the hospital. But we can actually do the exam there, hold the evidence for a year, so that the survivor doesn't even have to make a decision about pressing charges.
Okay, they're telling me wrap, Dawn, but I could talk to you for a
Thank
year,
you.
Marta.
Thank you,
All right,
Dawn.
we're going to go on, and let me also say, as I wrap here, they need responsible men to volunteer so that the little boys there can see what they should be as they grow up. All right, when we come back, the Monarchs, they are doing something they've never done before.